Hello everyone, welcome back to another Pokemon the series, the beginning episode talk. So let's round off this trilogy, I guess, with the final of the starters. So in this episode, they're back on the road again. However, they fall into a trap not set by Team Rocket, but instead set by the infamous Squirtle squad. And Ash gets out of the hole and he's like, I want one. Also, I need to do a little bit of correction because I forgot to talk about something from the last episode. Because when Ash sees Charmander, he's like, I've always wanted a Charmander or something like that. Dude, Charmander was your third choice. I still remember you were Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and then Charmander. Don't pretend like Charmander was your starter of choice. Don't you pretend like that. Anyway, let's get to this episode. But Ash wants a Squirtle because he always wanted a Squirtle since the beginning. However, it doesn't really go the way that it's planned. And Officer Jenny appears, takes them back to the police station and gives them the backstory on the Squirtles, as in they were abandoned, because why wouldn't they be? These are all Squirtles that are abandoned that are now causing mischiefs and pranks and basically destroy things in a funny type of way. Meanwhile, Team Rocket is ready to hatch a new plan for catching Pikachu. However, they are hungry, so they want to eat some food. But the Squirtle squad has arrived and they take their food. And Meowth convinces the Squirtle squad to let Meowth join, because of the fact that these humans are his Pokemon in that sense. The Pokemon and human roles were reversed. So that works. Meowth eats with the group, and then he also convinces them to help catch Pikachu as well. So as the gang is just hanging out by a river, a Squirtle attacks, and sadly enough, Pikachu can't really fight back because an electric type move shocks Brock, Misty, and Ash. So a little bit of a battle ensues once we are on land, but Pikachu gets knocked into the water and gets hit in the back by a Goldine's horn. And Pikachu is now in critical condition, and the rest of the Squirtle squad captures the gang and takes them all back to a cave. So Ash tries to convince the Squirtles that, hey, Meowth is a bad guy, but that doesn't really work. But Pikachu is in a bad state, so Ash needs to get a super potion and give it to Pikachu. So Ash makes a deal where it's like, look, let me go, and you can keep the rest. And if I'm not back in time, you can keep him, I guess, something like that. But the Squirtles have a different idea, as in, if you're not back in time, Misty's hair will be purple. So Ash is freed. He runs off to the nearest shop to buy a super potion. So he arrives in the nearest town, and he gets to the shop, but before he can enter, the door opens up and knocks Ash out, and who would be appearing but Gary himself. To be honest, kind of forgot you were here. And Gary leaves. But as Ash is knocked out, Team Rocket has appeared at the shop and are trying to get bombs. And Ash overhears the whole thing, because they're basically like, hey, you want to get rid of the Squirtle squad? So do we, alright? We'll just bomb them. So give us the bombs. So the shopkeepers, because the fact that guns are being drawn on them, give them the bombs. Team Rocket escapes, and Ash wants to stop Team Rocket, but he can't because he still needs that super potion. So he goes back in, and then the guns get drawn on him until Officer Jenny appears and is like, stop, don't shoot a child. What is wrong with you people? So Ash gets the super potion, and Officer Jenny gives him a ride back to the cave. However, the bridge is out because it broke when Ash went across it. So they gotta find a different route, and they find a back door entrance into the cave. The problem is, adults do not fit through, but because Ash is a child, he might be able to fit through. So Ash goes through, but it's dark, so he sends out Charmander to light the way. Finally making good use of your Pokemon. And then when they arrive, it turns out that they're all gone. So Ash is panicking. He goes outside, but apparently they were just waiting outside, and also the Squirtle squad was bluffing about repainting Misty's hair. However, at this point, Team Rocket appears and they start bombing the area, and Meowth takes Pikachu, and everyone has to go back to the cave. However, the leader, Squirtle, is on his back, so Ash runs back and covers him with his body in order to be able to protect him from the explosions, and this touches Squirtle's heart. So Squirtle picks up Ash and starts running away from the explosions back into the cave with Ash. And then on the hill, Squirtle and Ash take care of Team Rocket, get Pikachu back. And also, the Squirtle squad puts out a fire that happened because of all the bombs. And thanks to all of this, the town has awarded the Squirtle squad by making them the firefighters. And Ash, Misty, and Brock and Pikachu, they continue on their journey, but they are stopped because they are being followed by a Squirtle who wants to join Ash, the leader Squirtle. So Ash now has a Squirtle, and that's how the episode ends. And I will say this, first of all, let me talk about a little bit of a negative. The Bulbasaur episode was the weakest of the three. I hate this because I love Bulbasaur, but the Bulbasaur episode was the weakest of the three, because the Charmander and Squirtle episodes had a lot more heart than the Bulbasaur episode. However, this episode was another great episode. It wasn't as touching as the Charmander episode, but it was still very touching, especially with the fact that Ash doing his classic stuff. At least for us nowadays, it is a classic thing with him using his own body to protect Pokemon. But doing that stuff, touching Squirtle's heart, and Squirtle then carrying Ash, it was a funny thing. Also, Ash going to the store in order to get a super potion for Pikachu. That whole thing, it adds a bit more tension to the episode, because even though the Squirtles were bluffing, it doesn't matter. What if they weren't bluffing? And the way that Officer Jenny also plays into it, and we officially get the official reveal of the fact that there are an infinite number of Jennys as well in this episode. So overall, this episode was great. But let me know you guys' thoughts in that comment section down below. With that being said, thank you all so very much for watching. And I do hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, please like button, subscribe if you're new if you're done already. Turn on notifications. Don't forget to check out the Let's Play channel. Link in the description and at the end of the video. And I'll see you guys next time for a gigantic, mysterious dragon Pokemon. Bye!